so grateful for that and wished you could be here from California, but I just want you to share your piece and whatever you can help us with, because I know you've got some magic up that brain of yours.
Yeah, thank you, Janet, for having me. And I'm so excited to be supporting all of you guys today. And I would like to start. I'm going to give you a brief introduction to what you're about to experience, but I want to start with what Janet said, which is we're body, mind, and spirit. And like Janet, I started healing my physical body. Everything that she's teaching you guys is perfect because you can't, I find it's harder to go into the emotional healing if you don't take care of your body. So I always start, take care of your body, and then we can move into the emotional and more spiritual healing. And I'm here today with a smile on my face, but I have gone through a lot in the first, I would say, 28 years of my life. From eating disorders to dieting to the latest spiritual awakening was being a single mom, surviving domestic violence at the age of 26 in a foreign country. And I was broken. And I was like, I want to, how can I get from where I am to where I want to be and inspire other women? Because at the end, there is the light at the end of the tunnel. And so I'm going to share with you, I'm going to give you guys a taste, and I'm going to lead you to one of the best healing sessions that helped me recover, not just spiritually, but also like my PTSD, my anxiety after like my divorce, and realizing that I could heal patterns, so break them. Finally, raise your hand if you ever, I don't know, if felt stuck where you're like, why am I keeping why am I doing this? Why am I self-sabotaging myself all the time, right? You want to heal, raise your hand if you've been there, where it's like, well, I want to get to that place, but there's something, I don't know why. That's what women tell me. I don't know what it is, but there is something where I'm not able to move forward. And so today I'm introducing to a technique, and I've traveled around the world. I've literally gone through major like healing sessions, and this is the one that has worked the best for me. And it's based upon the principles of REM, regenerating images and memories, established by Dr. Deb Sandella. Like, you can go, she's an author. She wrote Goodbye Hurt and Pain. And I don't know if you've ever read The Chicken Soup for the Soul from Jack Canfield. He's like an amazing like leader. So anyway, they use that also in business. So the technique that I'm using today, I use it for everything. I mainly focus on what's stuck beyond like your weight loss journey, but you can use it for like moving forward in your business. You can use it for like letting go, getting closure of the past. So that's why I call it like emotional healing. And why I've been so amazed by this is because it allows you to access your natural abilities to enter your emotional operating system, also known as your subconscious mind, which if you think about your brain, 95% of your brain is made out of subconscious mind. Only 5 is your conscious mind. So when you think like you're making a decision consciously, well, that's not actually true. You're subconsciously making that decision or having that behavior. And so this technique allows us to use our natural resources to heal at a deep level, bring awareness to the body, dissolve negative feelings, having closure, letting go. And it's all made up in a very natural, organic way. And so that's my brief introduction to what we're about to do to get together. Do you guys have any questions before we get started?
Does anybody? Okay.
All right.
So we'll see when they're, if somebody starts screaming, I will stop and ask you.
Yeah, no. So I think I designed
No,
our.
not my memories.
No,
I hate my memories.
I've designed
Just
like
kidding.
today's. No, it's true. Like I think you brought up a good point, because what I actually wanted to share was when I do this individually, you know, we are doing this in a group session. So I am not able to follow you guys. I'm the facilitator. And so when I come, like when I work with one-on-one, I'm able to take you much deeper than the collective, because if something comes up that is very traumatic, I need to be able to know what's going on, right? I've had people like literally screaming, like Janet said, and releasing, right? So today, don't worry, guys, I'm going to guide you through something that it's going to release, but because I'm not one-on-one, it's going to be totally safe. Okay. It's always safe. Just because you're not talking directly to me, right? We have like, I don't know how many people do we have today, but it looks like a big group, which is exciting. So all you guys need to do is to sit in a comfortable position where you're kind of relaxed but alert. And you're pretty much going to follow my voice.
You're welcome to like go down there.
Yeah, so you're going to follow. Yeah, you guys are ready? Okay, what I'm going to ask you to do before you close your eyes is to take 30 seconds to set an intention, a minute. Okay?
30 seconds to what?
Set an intention. What's your intention for today? And some intentions I always ask women or people, like it could be, oh, I woke up and I don't know why I'm anxious today. Oh, I feel stuck because I can't connect with women, or I feel stuck because I can't speak in public. Or some people are like, well, let's see what comes up. You know, usually I like to go in with an intention, because usually we feel something, like I'm feeling anxious or I'm very like depressed today, whatever it is. So take a few seconds to set the intention, and then we're going to close our eyes. Okay. You guys ready? Raise your hand if you are.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out throughout the mouth. And as you take another deep breath in through your nose, allow your exhale to express, just let it go. And as you continue breathing deeply, you find yourself relaxing more and snuggling into the surface upon which you're resting. And continuing to focus upon your breathing. Imagine you're breathing in through your heart and out through your belly button. And as you breathe in through your heart, you exhale through your throat. Breathe in through your heart and breathe out through your hands. Breathe in through your heart and the crown of your head, and exhale until it feels as if your whole body is breathing. And the more you're relaxed, the more you feel aware of your body. And the more you enter and you bring awareness down deep into your body. And as you do, as you sense your body, pay attention to what's calling your attention first. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your head, maybe it's your belly that's calling your attention, maybe it's your heart space, maybe it's your leg, both legs. Whatever that is, that's perfect. And as you zoom into this area, just your imagination is starting to give it a form or a shape. Notice the color, if it has a color. Notice how much space it takes into your body. Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it cold? Or is it hot? And just stay with it. And as you stay with it, your imagination brings forth an image of a virtual resource, a safe, loving, powerful being who wants to support you and guide you through this process. And it might be a guardian angel, a deity of your faith, a wise ancestor, your pet, an animal. And notice who shows up next to you. Just like that. You don't have to overthink it. Someone is just going to show up in proximity to you, and notice where he or she or it might be. How does it feel to have this person or animal or guardian angel next to you? Do you feel safe? And if you don't know the name, and it maybe it's an angel, maybe it's a person you don't know, that's okay. You can ask the name, or you cannot. It's okay. And so this virtual resource is going to be with you for the whole journey, protecting you, guiding you. And together, you and the virtual resource are going to move your awareness into that energy that we identified before. As best as you can, enter this energy, wherever that is in your body. And as you do, notice what pops in for you. Maybe it's a number. Notice the number of what you see. Maybe it's an image. Maybe it's a memory. Maybe you're entering a room. Maybe you're entering grief or anxiety. Whatever shows up for you, it's perfect right now. Raise your hand if you saw a number. Raise your hand if you went back to a memory. Raise your hand if a person showed up in front of you, someone. Okay, raise your hand if you were in front of an energy, like a feeling. Okay. Perfect. So wherever you're at, just stay with, if it's a number, ask your virtual resource to take you back to that age and show you your youngest version at that age of yourself. If it's an image, a memory, you're already there. If it's a person, stay with that person in front of you. If it's a person that you don't feel comfortable with, so and that could be if you're in a memory that's uncomfortable, ask your virtual resource to do something to make it feel nicer. Sometimes the virtual resource can put a barrier or just freeze that person if we're not comfortable with that person. So I just want to make sure you have the tools to make it as comfortable as possible to be in front of that person, revisit a memory of your younger self. And just know that you can ask the virtual resource to do whatever she or he needs to do to keep you safe. And as best as you can from now, imagine yourself entering the energy you saw, or if a person appeared to you, then as best as you can, enter his or her shoes so that you look out from the eyes of the energy that wants to speak to you or the person in front of you. And raise your hand when you're there. Awesome. So go ahead and speak whatever wants to be expressed from the energy's point of view or the person's point of view, and take as much time as you need. Speak from that energy. What wants to be expressed is, and just listen in your own mind. How does it feel to hear, to say all of this out loud to you? So the energy, remember, or the person is speaking to you. And how does it feel to say all of this to you today is. And listen to what's being spoken. What I need you to know today is and remember, it's speaking directly to you. And let everything that that person or that energy is expressing freely out. Don't hold back. Speak everything that wants to be spoken today. And listen. And when it feels complete, that the energy or the person has spoken, whatever needed to be spoken, just raise your hand so I know that it feels complete to you. Perfect. So move your awareness into yourself as best as you can. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just move yourself back, looking out through your own eyes to this energy or person. And sense receiving everything that was said, like a stream of colored energy. Notice the color and the quality of this stream of energy. And if it doesn't feel right to receive it, if it feels black or heavy, just ask the virtual resource to help you cleanse it so that the negative energy gets composted into the ground. But if it feels you want to receive it, just notice the color and where it's entering your body. And now, go ahead and speak to this person or energy and express everything that you've received from this person. What I've received, or energy, what I've received today is, and just speak it out loud in your head. How it feels to receive all of this today is, and speak it out loud. Don't hold back. How it feels to receive all of these words today is. And what I need from you, whether it's an energy or a person, what I need from you is And let express anything that wants to be expressed, or say everything that you want to say today out loud. And when it feels complete, visualize the energy or the person receiving it. How does it feel to say all of this today out loud in your body? And sense if the energy that was present before may have disappeared. Sense if the energy is still there. It might be smaller. It might be gone. It might have moved. And if there is any feelings of release, peace after today's dialogue with the energy or a person or a memory, then let that positive feeling expand in your body, throughout your body, breathing in this positive feeling into every cells of your body, knowing that what happened today is deep rooted in your cellular memory of your cells and body and emotional body. And that deep healing occurred today. And that what you needed to receive, you received, and what that person or energy received needed to receive, so that you can move freely. You can move forward. You can let go of whatever you were holding on today. And that you're in a safe space. You're safe. You're loved. You're worthy. And as we bring this to a closure, take one last deep breath in through your nose, integrating everything we've learned today and letting go everything that no longer serves us today. And just slowly move your awareness back into your body, feeling the chair you're sitting on. Maybe move your fingers. And in the right timing, you open your eyes and you come on back to the room. And don't forget to drink some water if you have water next to you, because it's cleansing and kind of flushing everything. So after this session, so take a sip.
Massage.
Yeah. And welcome back.
Thank you, Sarah. We just love looking at you.
Okay. Great. It's a dark room, so I'm actually not seeing all of your faces. I don't know what happened. I can feel it in my body that a lot of energy was like going through today because I started to get heat and I felt it all over my body. So I can't see your faces, but I felt a lot moving in the session. So I'm grateful to have been able to facilitate.
I'm like still crying. So like,
Yeah.
This girl needed a little emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt some of you very strongly. So I'm honored, and yeah, I'm honored to be here and that you've received healing today. And my archangels were there, so like they're helping me all the time to facilitate and heal and be next to you guys whenever you need to. So I work a lot with my archangels. So thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to, you guys can record this, just as I shared with Janet, like after the sessions, you don't need to explain anything logically. What happened, happened. It was perfect. And it will take you tonight and probably 24 hours to integrate everything. Usually I check back in a week. Maybe Janet can do that. Just say hi, hey, how are you doing? Just to make sure everything is fine, because we went through some healing, and maybe if you feel like checking in even after I hop off the call, just that would be great, so people feel supported.
Yeah.
Um,
And I know that, sometimes it really helps to just have somebody that you don't know work with you one-on-one and just get you to really let your own spirit eke out the things that it needed to hear and let go of your grief, your trappings, your discouragements, your failures, and your losses. We've all had so many losses in our lives. And I believe that, it's interesting that our feelings sort of surprised us. What I was dealing with was grief. I'm losing my mother, the person who loves me more than anybody on the planet, right? So those are some things that I really wasn't expecting. And so, Sara helped me just almost say goodbye to my mother, who's still here, but just kind of let her take that grief with her. Not that she was carrying it, but that she was going to just recycle it into the earth. So that really helped me, Sara, and thank you. And I know that I know some of these women, and I know the loads they've carried, and we don't take a lot of time to meditate. So that was really an uplifting opportunity for me. And a lot of the pain that was in the right side of my head was just like part of my grief. It's amazing how our bodies know. Like I've heard Susan tell me that her voice is weak. It's just literally quivering when she speaks because of her grief. It's like our body sometimes just needs to weep a little. It just needs to let go.
Yeah.
And, just shake it off, let it go. You are perfect. The Lord made us all perfect. And that's what we need to remember, is that, we're wonderful. We're creative beings, and we need to be let alone by the discouragement of this life. So thank you for holding us up and lighting the candle and giving us a little bit of hope for ourselves. And I'm sure I will share with anybody that wants to your beautiful websites and your connection, so that they can get some help if they need, because oils can only do so much for a soul, right? Sometimes
everything.
we have to talk it out.
Yeah, it's all connected. And like you were saying, we trap so much in our body, and our body knows. So yeah, feel free to share my contact to go into a one-on-one. it's deeper. If you can even imagine that. So deeper, this was deep, but when we go on one-on-one, I'm able to go even deeper. So I'm so, again, thank you so much, Janet. And I hope you have, all of you, a lovely evening
Thank
together.
you so much,
All
Sarah.
right.
And those of you that are online, you're welcome to hang out here. I know Sarah has little children, but
Yeah.
anybody that wants to hang out here, I'm going to try to carry my camera around a little bit so you can see some of what we're doing, but ciao.
Ciao.
Isn't she a gorgeous soul? And that's a lot what you do, helping people meditate. And I don't know about you, but I have this really dark, like, aura in my brain. I don't know why. Sometimes we just get that way. But as I was talking to, like, I don't know even why, I thought of my great, I don't even know who she is. She's my grandfather's person that I know in genealogy. Why? I don't know, but that's who I was just like feeling. And she was just letting me know that her life was hard. My life has been hard. I'm gonna look more into that family line, and just like little bits of light started coming in, almost like swords into my brain. Isn't that interesting how there's little slices of, it's maybe like it just needed to kind of just start to, chisel some eyes out there. I don't know. Anybody have anything they feel like sharing that came to their mind, or that
I amazingly found something that was easy to share with people. I had a number 23 pop up, and my interpretation 1, 2, 3 has been something that's been coming up a lot. So I changed it to 123. And then when she said age, I'm like, maybe the 23 was probably what was trying to come out. So I went back and I looked at what my life was like at that time. And it was after a lot of transitions from my teenage years, and right when I was open to trying to start a business and doing other things, and my body was in shape, my mind was in shape, and it was just trying to tell me that this is my anchor. This is where I need to draw energy from when I was 23.
wow, we all do. I just wish I had that path line.
Right?
Yeah. Interesting, very interesting.
I like how she was like, now pay attention to the physical, whatever, when we're paying attention. Because I think it's kind of neat how, we're going for deep blue if we overextend ourselves to rub on us to make us feel better. But it's funny, it's like, okay, but what can that be done for emotional health?
Mhm.
She's sitting there, she's like, right, think of your intention, and then she goes, now what's bugging you? And I'm like, my butt was driving me nuts. Okay, I'm sitting on the floor and I know I don't have a lot of padding, but I get done and I look up butt, and guess what?
What?
Janet and I have been doing a lot of work on me for a lot of deep trauma.
We've been doing Symphony of the Cells, which is getting the oils on the spine.
And,
And-
there's only so much I can do in my therapist's office, right? Janet can do the other part, but it says the butt, right? It says power to act, frightful, purposeless, unteachable, and distrusting. While